Senator Tito Soto still sees that possibility that there may be a reenacted budget at least for January of next year?
Well, I do respect the opinion of Senate President Tito Soto, but I'm coming from a position where I could safely say that since the bicameral conference debate and discussion was already over, we already had that initial understanding that both the Senate contingent and the House contingent, for that matter, agreed on contentious and conflicting provisions, disagreeing provisions in the submitted HGAB, as opposed also to the version of the Senate. So my understanding is it would only be reenacted if there is no consensus reached between these two contingents, meaning if there's a stalemate or deadlock as far as the disagreeing provisions in the line item of HGAB versus that of the Senate is concerned. So currently, right now, we do understand, based on the pronouncement of Senator Gatchalian, the chairman of the Finance Committee, with his counterpart from our contingent, Chairman Mika Swansing. In fact, they immediately after they had done the deliberation, they came out to hold an ambush interview so that the public can be guaranteed that there won't be any reenactment of the budget. So I understand the opinion and I respect the opinion, but I am more inclined to the Malacañang finally fixing the president's signature once we transmit this GAB to Malacañang to make it officially a law.
But Congressman, are you confident that President Bongbong Marcos will indeed sign this by December 29, on the same day that you will be transmitting this to Malacañang? Because with that, that's assuming that he will not be vetoing any line item. So what makes you confident, Congressman, that that won't happen?
As far as the House contingent is concerned, and what we have seen, and what we saw, what we witnessed during the live stream of the bicameral conference, I am confident that all the disagreeing provisions in the GAB, in the HGAB in the Senate version were all aligned and they were all reconciled. But again, I would not even preempt to even say that the president will definitely sign the GAB. That would entirely be up to the palace. But those disagreeing provisions, which actually came out, as a result of this flood control controversy, I believe it was exhaustively discussed between the two contingents. Secretary Vince Dizon came out. Even that, I think, if my recollection is correct, that's the first time that this cabinet member who belongs to an executive branch was invited and was given the opportunity to talk and explain his or her budget, budget of his agency. That never happened in the past bicameral conference discussion. So I guess when the disagreeing provisions were there was a cut of the budget supposedly requested after finally appreciating the cost of materials, etc. It was reduced into 20-something billion pesos. I guess that's a good reason for the executive branch to also be in line with the direction of the BICAM, which is to provide a budget for the president, for the bureaucracy, or for the entire bureaucracy's expenses in 2026, sound and well-intentioned. Yeah.